Namaste. Picture in your mind a 94-year-old, tall, frail man watering plants in a pouring rain. He has a purposeful look on his face and a look of a man who knows what he is doing. Show of hands, how many of you think our grandparents go crazy when they grow old? I thought so too. So, when he comes back in, so the man in your picture is my Dada. When he comes back in, I ask him inquisitively what was he doing. He said in his booming voice, I needed to do some work to work my appetite. Now, that was my Dada a week before he passed away. Always busy, always energetic, always up to something, very purposeful and impactful in the way he approaches his life. He grew up in Gujarat in a very poor family. By age of 14, he had lost his parents, and by the time, and series of events as luck would have it, he left his home at the age of 14 to find food, work, and destiny. He walks and walks and walks 2,000 miles away from Gujarat for next 12 months, finds whatever food he could eat, sleeps in villages and farmlands, and finds whatever work he could do. But when he reaches this 2,000 mile away in Assam, in the eastern part of India, something prompted him to put roots, and he took on a permanent job of a laborer in a tea plantation. As luck would have it, it turned for a better. From laborer, he went on to put up a tea stall. He went on to do tea business. He went on to own a tea factory. He moved to Kolkata. He added 2 more teas to his business. He started tobacco business and timber business. Now, not many know how many businesses he had and how deep he was in his wealth. Not even his children would know it. If his children were to ask anything, they have to earn every penny. He wouldn't just give it away. My experience of my Dada was when I was 12 years old, and he was already pushing 70. He was already living a retirement life by this time, and he would visit our home. He actually had 4 sons, and he would visit and live with each son a month in a year. That's about 4 months. Rest 8 months, he would live in his Gurudev's ashram doing sadhana, or he would live and work, do seva in field hospitals in central India, in villages of central India. When he would visit us, he would share my room and stay with me. He would wake up at 3:30 a.m. and go about doing his sadhana, his kriya yoga, he would do it so gently, so silently, so as not to wake me up. Little did he know that I was already awake, watching him intently and with such stillness, so as not to disturb the osmosis that was going on in that room from him to me. He would go about his business during the day. He would hardly talk to anyone in the house. He was a man of a serious demeanor, but he would be in a happy zone himself. Not that he's angry or not that he's irritated. No, he's in his happy zone. And during the day, he would go about doing his chores when he was in our house, living with us. The days were not that exciting for me when I was at that age. It was the late afternoons or the evenings that I would look forward to. He would take us to the nearby lake. We would take some flour from our home, make some doughs, and feed the fishes. At that time, he would ask us about our studies, about our life, and by doing this, he was getting a measure of our mental model and gently shaping it for our life ahead. We would not see him once he's gone. We will not see him for another month or so, year or so. Now, what I actually understood is when he passed away, I understood 4 things about his life. 1, he had a devotion of a bhakt, dedication of a karma yogi, determination of a kriya yogi, and detachment of a saint. That was my Dada.